That was a great analogy there at the end. I'll use that. Thank you. A question from Irula Vaher. At a recent AL conference, I encountered very deep-rooted skepticism towards Second Life as an educational tool, fed no doubt by the popular press focusing on SL as a potential marriage wrecker and a recreational distraction. How are we going to get ALs and students to see a virtual world like Second Life as a serious medium for the delivery of tuition and the formation of academic communities?
Thanks, Arula, and you are the first friend that I added in Second Life, so I don't know if that makes you feel good or bad, but you're on there now. I think it's all about getting people to use it. The fascinating thing I've found about the application of technology in education, particularly amongst educators, is there is that natural skepticism. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's a concern about the complexity, sometimes it's the concern about change. But typically that's best overcome when people are able to experience it. And as you were at the AL conference, the Associate Lecturer Conference, I'd say that whenever you look to introduce technology into education, you need to be more focused on the people and the process in the early days than you are on the technology. We spend way too much time thinking about the hardware and the software and not enough time on the brainware. And so anybody that wants to apply technology in education has to step up to the duty of care to ensure that educators and students are given the training and the tools and the motivation to be able to use it, and that the underlying processes are set up so that just like electricity, the technology is there when you need it and it's not there when you don't, and it's not a place that you go or something that you do differently. It is just part of what you do. And that's only made possible when we focus on the people and the process before we focus on the technology.
Thank you. Another question, and I don't think we can take any more questions now because we still have a few more in the queue. Julala Rexy asks, whilst I understand that all OU learners are over 18, how does the OU deal with and prepare for the duty of care with vulnerable adults using platforms like SL?
Thanks for the question. We actually do have some students that are under 18 through our YAS program, where we deliver some of our courses inside secondary schools. I'm struggling a little bit with your definition of vulnerable. But what I can tell you is that I believe, and it goes back to what I was talking about before, that it is important that we focus on the people and the process. It's also about making sure, and I think the Access Center behind me is a wonderful example, that we never think about what we do at the Open University as one size fits all. That we recognize that we have a duty of care because we are the Open University, and we're grounded in social justice, and that we're incredibly proud of the fact, for example, that we have over 10,000 students in the university with declared disabilities, that we've got a duty of care to help those that are vulnerable, that may have difficulty in being able to use any of our teaching and learning materials or the application of our courses. We've got a duty of care to do all that we can to bring those people along with us, and not just simply charge ahead, oblivious to the impact that these types of environments can have on those that need us. And I've got to tell you, I am very, very proud of the work that is done by all of the staff of the Open University to have that top of mind with the work that we do in all parts of the university to help those that need us, that might have the greatest difficulty at times at accessing higher education or the environments that we use.